So we moved into this space 9 months ago. For the first 2 months, we had a pilot program on Ableton. And then at the beginning of the year, we launched our other 4 programs.
And we're really focusing on music production. Now, there's about 6 different courses that students can choose from.
One of the things that we're really proud and that was one of our main objectives when we started 343 Labs is that we've really grown a community around the school. So the school is obviously like the core of like our business side, but what we really wanted with 343 Labs was to like create a space where musicians can get together, where they can collaborate, where they feel like they have a space to like develop their craft.
Producers, artists, musicians are really appreciating the opportunity to come together again under one roof and take part in all these events. So that's kind of the goal.
Max and I sat and we were thinking about what's next for 343 Labs. But how do we want to develop the community? What do we want to do with our classes? And talking around to friends and considering all the options, we bumped one day into our friends at Scratch Academy, and this idea came up of like potentially like joining and doing something together, like partnering. And then we realized that maybe there was an option there of moving into the same space.
Scratch was founded with the mission of lowering the barrier to entry for the art form of the DJ. What's shared by both Scratch and 343 is a focus on building a real sense of community. We do that through events here in the space, and we're really excited to welcome the 343 community for their event activations in our space and to build our community into one together.
So the great thing about working with someone like Scratch is that they are probably the most established and longest standing DJ Academy in New York City, long history of electronic music education, and they obviously have a very strong DJ program. We are very much music production focused, and I think it's important to focus on one thing.
At Scratch, we're predominantly focused on teaching our students how to become performance DJs. And in talking to the folks at 343 Labs, we saw a really complementary focus in their focus on music production. So we're excited to be able to offer all of that under one roof here in New York.
I think when you get a Scratch crowd with a 343 Labs crowd, you're ending up getting 2 groups of people that are super enthusiastic about electronic music.
Yeah, I think the idea is that for us, working together, not only we're like bringing together our 2 communities, which obviously, that's gonna grow.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of cross-pollination happening. It's just like, DJing and production, especially the way that technology is growing right now. The lines between production and performance and DJing are getting blurred.
The way, different events and different like master classes and educational like gatherings are happening now is everything is a little spread. And so the idea with us working together now is, there's gonna be more events, there's gonna be a bigger community, a place where basically they know they can turn up and they will find people that are in their same, with their same interest in just developing their, their music skills. So it's really exciting to like centralize that again in New York and give our, our 343 Labs community like a new opportunity also with, joining with Scratch Academy.
It's going to be something that I feel like the New York electronic music production scene hasn't seen in a while.
So we're gonna move together into, what's their current space now, which is in Cooper Square, literally next to NYU. It's the most vibrant area in the city where people are studying music there.
I think the partnership with Scratch and 343 will create a whole that's bigger than the sum of the parts.
When you're thinking about what we did in the last year, we had an open mic on Thursday. Some of our students were performing there, people that had learned here at 343, and so Rachel up there performing live. Yeah. And just to see that in just such a short space of time, it's amazing. I think we're way ahead of where we thought we would be.
It hasn't even been a year.
It hasn't even been a year.